Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Casually Quilled. I'd like to just thank everybody who watched my first video. It did much better than I could have dreamed or hoped, so thank you again, and let's get started. Today we're going to be taking this new Jinhao 82 that I've got in a fine. It is a very light, kind of translucent pink with gold trim. I have yet to use this pen. We are going to try it with this new Ferris Press Billowing Blush Shimmer Ink. It is a base pink, no sheening, a gold shimmer, and high shading ink. It is based off of Beauty and the Beast. It's part of their fairy tale collection. It is recommended to use in a medium or bold nib, which I'm not doing. We're gonna see how it goes. Hopefully it will work, but it may clog the feed. So, all of the Ferris Wheel ink fairy tales come with a little bit of a story. But like I said, it's based off of like Beauty and the Beast. They do Little Mermaid, Jack and the Beanstalk, Alice in Wonderland. They have a whole line of these. These are just absolutely gorgeous. They're 20 milliliter bottle. These ones stand up a little better than their regular collection does. I do not yet have the really cool stands. I would like to get them. There we go. Okay. So this is what the bottle looks like. They're really, really pretty. There's the Ferris Wheel Press. You can see, yep, there's the gold shimmer. And so with shimmer inks, you want to make sure to agitate them well. Don't shake them, because if you get bubbles, it can get air into the pen and just end up burping and making all kinds of mess, and you just don't want it. So you want to be careful when you are mixing it up. I'm not going to do that for a minute because I haven't used this pen. I have a cup of water here just so I can give the nib a little bit of a rinse, which you just do by dipping it in the water. And I've got my good old microfiber cloth here so that I can just clean it off. I don't see any blue or anything. The reason your pens will sometimes have ink in them, even when you get them, it's not because they're used, it's because they are actually tested to make sure that they're working beforehand. Not all pens will come that way, but some of them do. They can have residue still in it. It's just better to be safe and give them a good rinse. So, as you can see, this pen came with a converter. I love these guys. They're like Sailor dupes. Sorry, that's my dog in the background. I do have a Sailor, but I have lots of these guys. They're like $8.99 on Amazon and free shipping. I have a ton of these. I know a lot of people will get them from like AliExpress or places like that. They can get them cheaper, but I don't really like using those kind of websites a whole lot. I would just rather go through Amazon. But that's me. Anyway, so I've got the converter in it. Today we're just gonna go straight into these guys, and I will warn you, these guys have a very narrow neck, so you might have to use an ink miser or like a syringe depending on what you're filling. I am gonna just be using the standard converter inside the pen today. I like to do that because it just automatically has ink in the nib, so I don't have to wait for it to settle down in. Plus, if I just fill up the converter by itself, I have a tendency to make a mess. I don't know why. Should be easier. All right, let's get this guy agitated nice and well. I do already have this ink swatched, but we're gonna try a new method and see how I do with it. It did not work well the last time I tried it, but you know, we'll give it a good shot. Sorry if that was a little bit of a rough cut. My dog started going off. All right, let's see if we can get this all inked up here. You want it to go down deep enough that it'll get the nib. I am not filling this all the way because I have a tendency to change my inks out a lot. So there's the pen. Get this lid back on that guy. Oh, I did get some on my fingers. Then I just gently and carefully wipe it off. It can snag on these, so you want to be careful. I was going to add a little bit of Dawn dish soap just a simple toothpick and Dawn dish soap. So I lied. You will actually have to have this out like this. I should have gotten the Dawn first. That's okay. Let's see if he'll sit like that. So all you're gonna do is just get a little bit of Dawn on the end of the toothpick. You do not want much at all, but you're gonna take that and you're gonna, oops, not do like I did. See, I told you I always make a mess. But you just want that Dawn down in there. That's gonna help the shimmer ink actually flow. So let's get that snap back in there. Okay. So with that done, I'm gonna let that sit for just a minute to kind of get down in there. And I'm gonna show you the ink. So as you can see, this is Ferris Wheel Press Billowing Blush, and I used a glass dip pen. I don't know, let's see if we can see some of that gold shimmer in there. Yeah, there it is. So I will say on camera, this is a little darker, a little more kind of purpley than it actually is in person. It is a little bit of a lighter pink than this. Actually, probably pretty close to the light pink in my fingernails. Yeah, so that is that ink. What we're gonna try to do today is I have this new water brush. So I can squeeze a little bit of, see, some water out of it. You just fill up the reservoir back here, and we're gonna see if I can do an ink swatch with this guy. Let's give it a little bit of an agitation again, because all of that gold has settled back onto the bottom. Okay. So we just want to get a little bit on there. Let's see. Yeah, see, so my water pen does not fit very well into the neck there, which is okay. But I have a feeling we are not getting much shimmer. I don't think this is going to be a method for me personally. Let's see what that does here. I'm going to squeeze a little bit of water out of that and draw. Yeah, you can't really see it at all. All right, we will let that dry and kind of see if it does anything right off the bat. Not seeing much. I do need to get a little like pen board or something to put between them. As you can see, the water is definitely coming through if I choose to stay with this method. So far, I am sadly not loving it. I'm trying to find something better than Q-tips to use because I really like Q-tips. That's what I use in my book, but I hate wasting them. So I'm trying to find a method that I like, and I have not found one yet. And this guy he just rinses out easily in the water. Can kind of squeeze some of it through the tip. See. So I was really hoping to like this method, but so far I have not. All right, let's check the pen here and see if we're ready to write yet. Fingers crossed it works. So this is my little guy I use right now for pen tests. You can see all my different pens I have tried and all the colors. So this is the, ooh, that's promising. Jinhao 82. Let's call this light pink. And this is an F nib. All right, I have not done this for a little bit. Let's see. My ink is FWP, Ferris Wheel Press, Billowing, Blush, oh, I do love these pens, honestly. So this one is not going to have a whole lot of line variation. These are very stiff nibs. Not super wet. I mean, that dried pretty instantly. So that little bit of Dawn dish soap definitely, I think, helped it. It is not catching at all. I haven't felt any resistance. If you want to get shimmer out with these, you need to kind of roll them and agitate them as you're writing, but don't shake it or it's just going to go out on you everywhere. Oh, yep, there is some shimmer in there for sure. Wow, look at that. This is a really pretty color. I really like it. It's super Eastery, which is exactly what I wanted. A little different than the pen, but honestly, I think they're a pretty good match. And this isn't so light I can't see it, which a couple of my pinks are. Yeah, I really like this. I think this will be good. I may end up deciding to add a little bit more and fill it up. But yeah, so there we are. That is the Billowing Blush ink. We'll go ahead and write it in here too. FWP, Billowing Blush. Jinhao is what I used. And this was with a, whoops, that should have been water brush. That's okay. Water brush pen. Should we see if we got any ink out of here? And this has Tomaway paper in it. I know a lot of people really like that, so I thought I'd give it a try because I just have a tiny little sample passport. Oh wow, you can really see the shimmer there. But so far, it's still drying some. So far, I don't see a lot of shading, a tiny bit up at the top here, but yeah, I really need to get a pen board and maybe that would help. Yeah, I think we're gonna get a little bit of shading, but you can definitely see the shimmer there. So that is the Ferris Wheel Press Billowing Blush. Oh my goodness, yeah, I'm gonna really like that for Easter, I think. All right, so future me here. I just wanted to give an update about this pen. I've been using it for a week now, and it has been phenomenal. This has probably been one of my favorite inks I've ever used. It has been writing fabulously, no catching. If anything, it writes a tiny bit on the wet side with the Dawn dish soap in it, but you can see the shimmer super well. It writes super smooth, never catches. It's been amazing. Let's do just a little bit of a scribble here. I mean, it flows amazingly. You can see the shimmer all the time. This has been a fabulous combo. See, look at all that shimmer. I've been writing with it a ton. I'm probably going to end up refilling this one since it's my Easter one. I wanted to go over This one, now that it's dried, I mean, you can super see the shimmer now. This ink is just, it is really, really pretty. I'm a really big fan. I just wanted to give an update as I've been using it. You don't even really see much in the feed. Like, it hasn't clogged once. It has just been amazing, really. Absolutely love it. So I definitely strongly recommend this combo, especially with just that tiny toothpick of Dawn dish soap. On that note, everybody have a good Easter, and I will see you next week.